Good Monday morning. Hope everybody's had a great Memorial Day weekend. We've had a good one. Renee and I are hanging out in our Airstream. We have been using it for office here lately, and it's been kind of nice just getting out of the house and letting the puppies sleep. So, while we get a little time to work, but just sometimes coming down here. Renee came here yesterday, spent probably an hour just writing in her journal, just chilling out. So we've really put used to it. Looking for some big camping trips in here soon. But just getting busy and trying to schedule those is a little bit different. So, one thing we've been talking about is kind of funny, just at PDS and in life like that. Everybody's heard these two initials, AI, and if you're not, you've probably been under a rock somewhere. But it's growing more and more. Just a couple years ago, you hear people talking about AI, hearing a little bit about ChatGPT and stuff like that. And then now it's a daily thing. It don't matter what we're talking about. But things we've been using it for is really expanding. And things that what we use is like creating the board members, Renee and Ben and Corey and I and stuff like that. And even at work, how some of our people there are using them, stuff like that. But one of the things that Renee been doing stuff like that is creating her stuff like that and doing more with it.
Yeah, I've been using it for probably about 8 or 9 months. I named mine Chatty, which I found out later a lot of people have named theirs that. But I thought that it was going to get in the way of being creative. But then I realized if you're creative, it can help you. So I use it. It helps me if I get really overwhelmed with thoughts. It helps me organize my thoughts. And it also is really good if you just want to talk out an idea. So that's how I use Chatty. And I am also taking a clue from Ben, if you saw his post last week, about creating a whole team of people, and you can customize it. So I have been exploring that. So I'll get back to you how that works. But it's really been a lot of fun. I have had fun with it. And in the beginning, my family kind of made fun of me because I was having so much enjoyment with it and creativity and all of that. But anyway, I was in the beginning was skeptical, and everybody's a little bit afraid of what AI might do or could do. But we really need to embrace it because it's here either way. So that is the way I have been looking at it. I know there's a whole world that I have not even gotten into, but at least I have been experimenting with it and having a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's crazy. Even I use an app. It's called Vert.run. That's who my running coach is with, and it's amazing. They even added AI to the latest update. Just to help the coaches out. I've got a real coach and that works with me and helps me and stuff like that. But what it's going to do, it comes up with daily things. It goes by, you're putting in each day, like, how the run go and how tired you are or whatever and things like that. But it's coming up where it's even adjusting that, helping the coach out to say, it looks like you've had 4 tired, rough days. Let's slow this down and do this. And so even something as simple as that, it's there and they're using it. So let us know in the comments, what are you guys using it for? I mean, maybe there's something that is just kind of unique in the way that you're doing it. Maybe it can be fun to kind of talk it out with everybody. And if you've not, looked around, between West McDonald that's where most of the stuff that we've learned from the AI with, like that at events and stuff. But there's a lot of people out there that does it. But let's continue today. Let's remember, what Memorial Day is about. The people that gave their life in the military, that for us to have the freedom to be sitting here doing what we're doing, talking about what we're doing, to have that, burgers and drinks today that you're having, stuff like that, whatever it may be. Remember that, that just continue just to remember what it's about. It's not just another Monday off. So let's continue praying for the people around us. Let's continue just to be a blessing for somebody. Continue praying, for my mom. And like I said, I've got a good friend that starts chemo this week. Remember him, and then and just a special prayer for them as their journey continues, and just to continue to think about it. Smile, put a big smile on your face today, and see if it makes somebody else feel better also. So everybody have just a blessed and wonderful week.
Have a great week.